Alright, well that sucked because I didn't mean to unpause it, but I very lightly tapped the button to for the recording because I wanted to know where it was because I can't see it with this crappy desk that I have currently. And I accidentally just stopped the recording. So, but it was good timing. It was the right time. And with this new software, I can't actually tell how long I've been recording for, which kind of sucks. But yeah. Anyway, let's just continue the fuck on. I look over to Anita, still asleep and undisturbed by the noise coming from outside the bedroom. Should I wake her up and alert her about what I've heard? She's fast asleep, and I'd feel bad if I disturbed her for something trivial. I wonder if I should leave her. Well, nothing good ever happened alone. No way am I going to take any risks. Enough weird things have happened already, so I should take a more cautious approach. I'll wake Anita up and we'll go investigate this together. I reach over and shake Anita by the shoulder. Hey, Anita, get up. Listen, you need to get up now. This is an emergency. Ugh, what is it? I heard something coming from the other room. Anita shoots me a quizzical stare. You woke me up for that? It's probably nothing. No, this is different. I was listening for a while. It didn't sound right. How so? To use your quote, I just have a bad feeling. Call it intuition if you want, but there have been far too many oddities lately for my liking. At this remark, Anita sat straight with her eyes open wide as if she just remembered something horrible. You don't think it's related to whoever made that knocking sound on the door, do you? Crap, I kind of forgot about that. Oh god, you've got me scared now. Did you really hear something? You're not messing with me, are you? This would be the time to tell me if you are. For the last time, I'm dead serious about this. You know me. This isn't the kind of crap I'd do. Look, we can't stay here if there's something wrong. We have to at least take a look and make sure what that noise was. But what if something is wrong? Maybe we should just hide in here. That's not an option. We can't stay in here if there's trouble. That's why we need to check it out. Come on, we'll do it together. Just stay close to me. All right. Lead the way. This can only end well. I opened the bedroom door ever so slightly, enough to poke a head out into the hallway. Move the mouse, like the mouse just bothers me that it's always there. Standing still like a statue, I listen intently for any evidence of the sound returning. Frozen on the spot, I was alert when a voice whispered behind me. Do you hear anything? Not this time. Where was it coming from? Couldn't tell. Let's move downstairs, but be careful. We don't want to give ourselves away. Right behind you. Can't see any face this time, I don't think. No, if you look at that for too long, your eyes probably will start playing tricks on you, so that's probably not a good idea. We tiptoed lightly across the hallway and down the stairs, slowly taking our steps as not to make a sound. So far, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I just hope that doesn't change anytime soon. We came to the living room. Nothing immediate jumped out to my attention, but then again, I wouldn't be able to tell if something subtle was different. If it was my own house, I'm sure anything misplaced would be obvious to me. I let Anita take charge of the investigation. Looks like whatever it was that was making that noise is gone. Is everything okay in here? Nothing fell or anything like that? Not as far as I can tell. It looks like how we left it. We scanned the room a little more, splitting off momentarily to cover more ground. I wasn't sure what I was looking for, so I returned to Anita and found her standing motionless in the center of the room. Hey, are you okay? What is it? It was hard to see in the dark, but there was an unmistakable look in her eyes, a look of fear. Oh god. What? What is it? Look, over there. I followed the direction of her finger, directed towards the painting. Oh shit, is it gone? Is there a naked lady floating about the house? Do you see that? Tell me you see that. I blinked my eyes, trying to clear away any weariness that might have clouded my vision. There was nothing wrong with my eyes, however, it was clear we both saw the same thing. What the actual hell? I don't want to know. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. She's gone. I knew it. I called it. The woman in the painting, she's gone. How is this possible? I clutched the top of my head, nails digging into my scalp, hoping against hope that I was still dreaming and that I might wake up at any moment. There was no such end from this nightmare, however. This was really happening. Holy shit. How is this even possible? This is seriously messed up. No way. It can't just change like that. It's impossible. This thing is bad. It's cursed for sure. Oh god, what do we do? Before I could answer, our attention was drawn to the thin sheet of fog that suddenly filled the room. Oh shit. Where the hell did this come from? Maybe it came from outside. Did you leave a window open somewhere? No, and even if I did, look at how fast this place became misty. It was clear a moment ago. Irregular fog can't just appear like this. This night just keeps getting weirder. Rachel, look at the painting. Something's happening. It's glowing. True to her word, the painting glimmered with ethereal energy. It pulsed like the beating of a heart. The rhythmic throb gave it an impression of a living creature. Across the surface, a streak of light rippled outward like the parting of curtains. Now and then, the light catches the canvas, and it appeared like there was something else unusual about it. The light danced on the surface, and something didn't seem right about the space between the frames. I almost shouted in astonishment when it dawned on me. The painting's surface was no longer flat. Inside it contained a new dimension that disappeared into the wall. Do you see that? The painting goes inward. It looks like there's a tunnel. How? There should be a wall right behind it. It must be some kind of portal. A portal? Where do you think it goes? No idea. As we stood staring at the strange painting, a familiar sound came from above. What's that noise? Did you hear that? Yeah. Was that the sound you heard before? Definitely. It's coming from upstairs. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to take a look. I think it's coming from my parents' room. What about the painting? Don't you think we should take a closer look at it? Maybe we can find where it leads to. Are you kidding me? I think we should stay away from it. Who knows what it is and what it can do? But what if it changes again? It might not stay this way for long. This might be our only chance to see what's happening before the passageway closes. Maybe we'll find out more about what we're dealing with this way. There was something else that I didn't tell her about, though. I felt something coming from the painting. Something called out to me. Was it a voice? A faint memory lingered in my mind. I've seen this place before. If only I could remember it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna give it a good old little save here, because I would like to come back to this point because it feels like a pivotal moment. And so I'm very interested in what the sound is, honestly, more so than the painting, because the painting is probably what's going to lead us forward. This may lead us to like a bad end or something. So we're gonna go for the sound. We should inspect what that sound was. That's the immediate issue. The painting can wait. It isn't going anywhere after all. If you say so. Okay, let's go see what's in my parents' room. Surely it's the lady, right? Cautiously, we sneaked upstairs, approaching the bedroom of Anita's parents, the source of the peculiar noise we've heard all night. The hair on the back of my neck pricks up as we find ourselves outside the closed door. Who knows what we'll find inside? After what I've witnessed so far tonight, I was afraid what the answer might be. Pressing an ear gently to the door, I listened intently. Anything? Shh, keep it down. I can't hear anything. Hopefully that means nothing's inside. We should just leave it and go back to our room. Don't be a coward. We need to be sure nothing's wrong. Okay, get ready. I'm going in. I slowly turned the handle and pushed the door open. Anita was clinging onto my arm as she peered over my shoulder. We both gasped at the same time. Ooh. Well, she seems more frightened to see us than we are to see her. But yeah, okay. I half expected to see nothing out of the ordinary. The other part of me was bracing to see a scary monster waiting to grab us. What I didn't expect was to find a stranger in the house, sprawled naked on the floor. She scrambled desperately to create some distance between us and herself. Her wide eyes were fixed on us. She seems just as scared and surprised as we are. Who are you? What's going on? Where am I? I broke out of the huddle Anita and I unconsciously formed. Evidently, there was no immediate danger to us. You don't know that. Your sister told us not to trust her, so that's either Anita or this lady, and it would possibly subvert expectations to be not to trust Anita, but I'm just gonna not trust her. I could ask you the same thing. Who are you and how did you get in here? The mysterious woman continued to scream. She was in no condition to answer our questions. Anita stepped forward to try to reassure her, holding up both hands in a sign of amity. It's okay, please don't shout. Try to relax, you're not in any danger, no one's gonna hurt you. This is a safe place. Yes, that's right, we're not here to hurt you. You can trust us, so please calm down. The woman seemed convinced by our earnest pleading and regained control of herself. You see, everything's gonna be alright. We're all friends here, we'll take care of you. The woman calmed down and relaxed. Now that she was more composed, it struck me how beautiful she was. Her petite figure resembled a flower. Her skin was soft and fair, as if she wore a pearl shell. Her jet black hair was smooth and glistened in the cold air. Doesn't she look familiar, guys? I guess maybe like a rational thought. It wants to like stay rational even in moments like this, and it won't immediately somehow connect the dots, maybe? I don't know. She was a beauty I had never seen before. These details were not lost on Anita as I saw her react with a blush. My name's Anita. This is my house. That's Rachel over there. She's a good friend of mine. What's your name? The strange woman sat up slowly, still carrying a look of confusion. I don't have a name. You don't have a name? I mean, I don't remember one. That's okay, it's not too important right now. Can you tell us what happened to you and how you got here? I don't remember that either. I don't remember a lot of things. I do remember a strange place full of smoke. I was trapped there for the longest time. The painting? You mean the painting downstairs? That's right! She's the girl from the painting. I totally recognize her. Anita and I share a glance. Everything bad seems to be connected to that damn painting. I think I was kidnapped. What? There was a man. I've never seen him before and I don't know what he wanted. He put me inside the painting. It turned out that it leads to another world, a world that's darker and more terrible than this one. I was lost in there for a long time. I don't know exactly how long. It's hard to tell the passage of time once you're inside. It's hard to tell the passage of time once you're inside. Okay, no, I see the dot now. Oh god. It's hard to tell the passage of time once you're inside. There is no night or day. It's hard to tell what's up and what's down. There's nothing to ground yourself with. That sounds horrible. You poor thing. How did you escape? I'm sorry. That's another thing I can't remember. I don't know what happened to my memory. Maybe it has something to do with being locked up in that place for such a long time. I just remember wandering that strange land forever, and the next thing I know, I'm here. I may not know how I got here, but I'm so glad that I am free at last. Whoever put me in there was a bad man. I'm scared of what he will do when he finds out that I've escaped. Please, you can't let him find me. You have to protect me. Don't worry, we'll try to help you as much as we can. We won't let that guy get you. Thank you. I'm sorry to intrude on you like this. Anyway, you're safe here for now. We'll take care of you until, while we wait to get the police involved. At the very least, we should get some clothes for her. We can't have her sitting around naked. Anita, do you have something we can dress her in? Yes, there's a dressing gown in my room. Okay then, we should go get that. Wait, what about her? We can't just leave her alone. Someone should keep an eye on her just in case. Why doesn't she just come with us? Just curious why she doesn't come with us. Rachel, stay, Anita, go. You go and get something for her to wear. I'll stay and keep watch. Okay, I'll be right back. Anita disappears out of the room, leaving just me and our surprise guest alone. Don't worry, we won't let anything bad happen to you. You're perfectly safe as long as you're here. And where exactly are we? Oh, this is Anita's house. Her parents aren't around now, which is why I'm here to keep her company. I'm a friend of hers from school. We go... How did you get the painting? That was, it was Anita's dad. He got it from some auction about a week ago, I think. A week, huh? Is something the matter? Something doesn't feel right. I think I'm beginning to remember. I stared at her intently, giving her space to concentrate. After a brief pause, she continued. Her words catch me off guard. I think you are in danger. Huh? It's all a lie. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here as soon as we can. You can help me, can't you? Hold on, I don't understand what you're talking about. The other world behind the painting, I saw them. That's where he's been keeping them. Who? The girls. They were put in about a week ago. Your friend isn't who she says she is. Her family has been kidnapping vulnerable women all this time. What? That's not true. I can't believe it. It's true. Think about it. You said Anita brought the painting here last week. In that time, whilst I was trapped in the other world, I've seen other women thrown in there too. There is no other way for them to get there. That painting is the only gateway into that world, and your friend had it the whole time. That's crazy. That can't be possible. Okay, just because that happens doesn't mean that Anita is the one doing it. Like, her dad is clearly, like, obsessed with the painting and would probably do anything for it. Like, who is telling them to throw girls in there? There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions. Panic suddenly spreads across the woman's face. She presses both hands against the sides of her head as if to keep it from exploding. You don't understand. You must believe me. We are in great danger. They must have been doing this for years. What makes you say that? Look, I've known Anita for years and I just don't picture her doing the things you're claiming. That's because she's been keeping the truth from you. You can't trust her. She didn't tell you about Hannah after all. See? This is weird. There it was, the moment where I could no longer ignore her words. My heart sank at the mention of my sister's name. How do you know that name? The other world is like a desert. It's vast and desolate, but there are other lost wanderers trapped. I remember one traveler there, a little girl. She said her name was Hannah. I feel a lump in my throat and my eyes well up. I never expected to hear news on my little sister ever again. Hope gripped my heart, and hope was exactly what I was afraid of. She told me about you, Rachel. Now I know who you are. She adores you and always believed you'd be able to save her one day. But she also told me about the one who made her disappear from her world. It's all coming back to me now. This is all far too, like, coincidental and, like, it's just all coming back to her now. I don't know. Her name was Anita. She was a friend of her sister and she betrayed her. One day she waited for Hannah after school and led her away to a forest. That was where her family ambushed and kidnapped Hannah. She's trapped in the painted world ever since. I'm sorry, Rachel, but your friend is evil, and now she has us both inside her house. We need to get out of here quickly. At that moment, the bedroom door creaked open. Anita emerged. Sorry I'm late, guys. It took me forever to go through my mess. I'm such a klutz. She paused, only just detecting the tension in the air. I kept my back turned to her. Guys, what's going on? Tell me, Anita, what took you so long? What were you doing? I was fetching something for the woman to wear like you asked me to. Was that all you did? Seems like an awfully long time for a simple task. I said I'm sorry, alright? Is that what this is about? Are you mad that I took my time? And what about the painting? Did you really get it from an auction? Yes, I already told you where it came from. Why are you asking me all of this? The woman, she remembers something. All the girls that's been disappearing, she said your family are responsible. You've kidnapped them. What? That's a complete lie. Why would you say that? So you deny it? Of course I deny it. Why would you even believe this stranger? You know me. I would never do anything like that. What about Hannah? Suddenly, the anger was wiped off Anita's face. Her skin turned pale. I could see in her eyes she was keeping something secret from me. There was no denying it. Tears started to stream from her eyes. I couldn't stop myself from crying too. Oh my god, it's true, isn't it? You did something to her. No, it's not like that. Rachel, I don't understand. Why are you talking like this? You've been hiding something about Hannah, haven't you? Don't try to deny it, I can tell just from looking at you. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Okay, it's true. I saw her, I saw Hannah. I was probably the last person to ever see her. The day she disappeared after school, I was heading over to a friend's place and took the scenic route near the old forest. That was when I saw Hannah. She was wandering by herself, so I went over to check if she was alright. She was in a gloomy mood and wanted to be alone. Looking back, I know it was the wrong thing to do, but I let her go into the forest alone. I knew when I was down I didn't want to be around anyone either, so I just left her. After she went missing, I just felt incredibly guilty. I could have stopped all this from happening if I just stayed with her. I know it's a shitty thing to do. You left her alone in the forest. Why did you do that? Don't you know how responsible you were? I know it was stupid and I've never forgiven myself for it. Rachel, I'm so sorry. I should have been there for her. I wish I can take it all back. Why didn't you tell me before? You kept this all a secret. The police could have done something if you told them where you saw her. I know it wasn't right for me to keep that a secret from you. I really did mess up. You were going through so much. I didn't want this to come between us. I was afraid you'd hate me. God knows I hate myself for it. I never wanted you to find out this way. It was incredibly selfish of me, I know. I've lived with the guilt every day. Every time I looked at you, I felt regret, and I hated myself more and more. But that was my punishment. I had to live with the choices I made. All the crap I've been feeling is all I deserve. I'm just so sorry, Rachel. I didn't mean to hurt you like this. She's trying to trick you again. Don't be fooled. You caught her in her own lie already. You must see that she's hiding something more from you. So, that is it then? No more lies? This is what really happened? Yes, I promise you. You have to believe me. Trust her. Well, I'll trust her. I still can't understand why you did what you did. I don't know if I forgive you for it, but I trust you. Thank you, Rachel. I just want to... One day, we will settle this properly. But right now, there's something more urgent we need to address. Our drama can wait. I'm disappointed in you, Rachel. I told you she can't be trusted. Why do you go against my word? I don't know who this woman is, but she tried to turn us against each other. One thing is for certain, she's got evil intentions. We need to have each other's backs. Agreed. Such fools, ignorant to the end. You have no idea what you were dealing with. Well then, let me shed some light on the matter. It's so loud. In the blink of an eye, the woman's demeanor completely switched. I nearly jumped out of my skin from the shock. Her sweet voice became coarse and venomous. The very sound of her words dissolved away any defiance. Her composed facade gave way to reveal her true self, a face of hate, anger, and malice. Piercing eyes stabbed daggers into my very soul. An unworldly sense of danger struck me. I've never witnessed hatred like this. You think you have the power to defy me? You know nothing of what you're dealing with. You're just an insect, and insects cannot escape my grand designs. Alright. If it wasn't clear before, there was no mistaking now that this was no ordinary woman. Countless generations of evolution in the natural world could never design something that exuded such an aura. It could only be described as evil. You will suffer such agony the likes of which you could not comprehend. This is so loud. I will tear your flesh from your bones, rip out your tongue, snap your bones, stab out your eyes, and grind you to dust. You will beg for mercy, but there will be no end to the torture. When I'm through with you, you will have died 1,000 deaths. The figure of the woman grew taller, her shadow stretched until it touched the ceiling. Her smooth skin folded in on itself, revealing rough scales. Glistening eyes opened up in random spots over her body where they did not belong. A smile, too wide for any human face, displayed a set of sharp fangs. Right before our eyes, her elegant body melted away to a hideous monstrosity. A creature far removed from the gentle mask it wore before. As unreal as it was, I was living a waking nightmare. God, that was so loud. I mean, a pretty creepy face, pretty creepy face. I quivered at the formidable sight. My whole world felt small in that instance. The creature let out a sharp hiss. What is that thing? Now, do you see? You had no hope in denying me. It stepped forward in a challenging motion. What do we do? What the hell do we do? Fucking run? I don't know. Run for it. Maybe we run into the painting? We turned and ran out the door. We were incredibly lucky to be positioned close to the exit. Otherwise, I fear we would have stood no chance in escaping. As we sprinted out the room, I felt the unnatural quickness of the creature rushing after us. It was close. It's so loud. Anita's room was the nearest safety. I rushed in with Anita following quickly. We both turned and slammed the door behind us just in the nick of time. The door frame shook as the creature threw itself at the door. Anita and I both braced against it as we tried desperately to hold the door shut. I saw the handle rotate. Reacting sharply with senses heightened by adrenaline, I yanked the handle back upright, supporting it with both hands. Anita joined me whilst keeping her body weight pressed against the door. A spine-tingling sound came from the other side of the door. A furious wail echoed in the corridor as the creature pounded menacingly against the door. What are we going to do? Keep this door shut. We can't let it come in or we're toast. The monstrous noise continued. It pounded against the door like a battering ram, but still, we held on with our bodies pushing back. Thank our lucky stars this door opens inward. I didn't think we could have held it off if it opened the other way. The screaming outside died, and suddenly all was quiet. Anita and I exchanged a look of confusion. What happened? Why did it go quiet all of a sudden? You think it's still out there? Anita pressed an ear against the door. A look of deep concentration spread across her face. I think I hear something. Crying. You hear that? Shh, listen. The sound was faint at first, but there was no mistaking it. That sounded like someone crying. A little girl. What's a little girl doing here? Maybe she came out with a painting. Or maybe it's a trap. Help me. Help, somebody. Oh God, I don't believe it. There's actually someone out there. This can't be real. Rachel, are you there? Please help me. That voice, there was a familiarity in the voice. I let out a gasp as I make the connection. Hannah, is that you? What? It can't be. Help me. Don't leave me behind again. Don't listen to it. That's not your sister. It just can't be. I'm scared. Please save me, Rachel. I don't want to be alone. Fucking don't answer the door. I don't believe you. You're not Hannah. My little sister would never try to lure me out to be killed by some monster. You need to try harder than that if this is all you've got. Rachel, you have to believe me. Just open the door. I won't. Not for a creep like you. Sis, open the door. Just open the door, you fucking maggot. Open the door or I will kill you slowly. Yeah, you can't fool me. Can't fool me. I've played more than one horror game, watched more than one horror let's play or movie. I don't really watch the jump scare ones, I can't deal with that, but yeah. I'll rip your eyes out, I'll tear the meat off your bones, I'll drown your friend in a pool of your blood. The longer you delay the inevitable, the more I will make your life torture. Open the door now. The room descended to emptiness. Hearing the threat has left Anita and I paralyzed with fear. All we could do was share a look of distraught, and keep that door shut. The sound of shuffling feet paced back and forth in the hallway. Sometimes it disappeared into another room, only to return a moment later. Now and then it would try the door, but we'd spring up to resist it. Some time passed since the sound of it moved away. The corridor was silent for a considerable time. You think it's gone? Where could it have disappeared to? Maybe it went back into the painting to rest? I don't think so. I think I heard it in the other room. And what should we do? We can't stay here forever. Eventually, it'll get inside. We need to find a way out. That would mean opening the door and sneaking out. God. Hey, it's gonna be alright. Listen to me. I'm just so scared. I can't cope. I don't think I can take much more of this. We don't have to. We're safe for now, Anita. I need you to be strong. I promise you we'll get out of here alive. The two of us will make it through. I'll protect you, okay? This will be all over soon, but for now, you must be brave. If we have each other's back, then no one can break us. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad you're here with me. You've always been so strong, and you've always been a good friend. I'll try to be just as strong as you. That's good. Have you heard anything from outside? No, I haven't heard anything for a while. I think the last time I heard it was in my parents' room. That's the last time I heard anything too. Maybe it is safe right now. Fuck that, don't leave the room. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we should wait a little more just to be safe. Sit tight and keep listening. Or maybe it was going around to the window and it's gonna break through the window and kill us. Because I didn't make a decision, I decided to wait a bit longer. But I don't feel like there's a proper right answer here. It could subvert our expectations and go into the window. There's a big window in the picture. You know, it makes sense for it to suddenly come through this way. It'll be like crawling across the fucking wall outside or some shit. I don't know. Like enveloped by the fog so that nobody looking out could see it. And if we went out, it could just be being extremely quiet, you know? Really quiet, just waiting for us to come out and eat us. I don't feel like there's a right answer here. I feel like this one is pure trial and error. If the game works this way, I don't actually know how it works, whether or not you choose something and you instantly get a bad ending. I don't know. We continued to hang by the door. It was hard to tell just how long we spent waiting there. What could have been a mere few minutes felt like an eternity. Fatigue started to catch up to us. Standing there, bracing the door was exhausting. I felt my back ache all over. All the while, the world outside our door remained quiet. The creature showed no sign of itself. Anita looked at me. The question was in her eyes. I don't know, man. I'm gonna freaking save it again. Even though I really do not love the, everything else, like the UI for everything else is fine. Like, I've gotten used to the moving boxes, but like, this is terrible. This is really bad. This is really bad. I'm so sorry, but it's so bright in contrast to the black and white of the game. And like the font is so small, and there's probably, I don't see a way to make it bigger. And this is likewise not great. It all looks so squished in the middle. I don't know why. Anyway, we are gonna, I'm so fucking scared, but you know what? We will make this decision in the next video. Bye!